What is up, guys? Evil Arm here today, and today I have for you a video where we are going to go over the balance changes that were released in the latest patch for the North American server with regards to the classes. The full list of changes can be found on the Blade and Soul website, and I will put the link in the description. But this is just going to be a quick overview of all the words and text and stuff that's in there, giving you a general idea on how all of the classes have changed in the game. So we're going to start off with Assassin. We're going to go alphabetical order the same way that their post goes. So the Assassin, changes that happen to that. So you got your stealth reliability decrease. They removed a lot of bugs where you can get into stealth through various means of things like not hitting but still putting you into stealth. So it's a slight nerf on that. All of your cooldowns have gone up for the majority of your skills like Time Bomb and things like that. Cooldown's gone up. The party stealth mechanic has been dropped from 10 seconds to 6 seconds, which was a nice reduction on that to nerf the Assassin even further. And then your evasion while in stealth has decreased by a further 20% down to 30%. So the Assassin took a pretty big nerf on the latest patch that just came out on June 14th here on the North American server. Next, we're going to go into the Blade Dancer. The Blade Dancer's lightning build was buffed pretty nicely. They removed a lot of bugs in your skills, so there's less glitches in the damage application. For example, some skills didn't apply damage, so they fixed that. Your lightning draw is another 4 seconds to electric surge when you use it on an enemy. And your Whirling Surge gives you 2% more damage than it used to before, so nice little buff to the Blade Dancer. The lightning build on it. The Blade Master, same thing, got a lightning damage buff across all of its skills. They do a little bit more lightning damage, and that skills now scale with lightning damage that use it. So, moving on to the Destroyer. The Destroyer's Stone Shield took a nerf. The cooldown was increased on it. However, it's one of the skills that applies with it. The Iron Walls also increased its little more efficacious in its use. And then your Q damage has been changed to a 4-time damage instead of a 1-time press on Typhoon. So it's a bit of a change. So Destroyer, relatively the same. A little bit higher cooldowns, but increased skill usability. So we'll call that a neutral. Force Master was buffed. Its cooldowns for its Q, E, Tab, and Force Blast were all decreased. And quality improvements and bugs to the Soul Badges. So if your Soul Badge wasn't working, they went ahead and fixed Soul Badge application of abilities. So next we're going to go Kung Fu Master. A slight buff, not really anything game-changing. The cooldown on Frost Sheath is decreased and its range is increased, but hardly anybody uses it anyway, except for maybe in the rare instance of a PvP. So not really too applicable. Skill ranges, one of the dashes was increased to 10 meters from 8 meters. Nothing incredibly noticeable. And then fire skills, so 2 on your Comet Punch applies fire damage, as well as the Whirling Kick, your Z skill. Applies fire damage now. Soul Fighter took a slight buff. The quality improvements, some of its bugs with its skills, some skills that weren't applying got buffed, not buffed, removed the bugs from it. Summoner has a rework, sort of, more than a buff or a nerf. So its escape applies to the familiar now. Healing is more effective on the familiar. Some bugs have been fixed with the right mouse button, not applying skills or not applying damages or piercing things. And then Weed Whack now lasts 5 seconds longer, the Weed Whack poison effect, so nice little change on that. And finally, the Warlock took a huge nerf in this patch. Dark Build's damage is down, but its DPS remains the same due to more focus regeneration, so more ability to spam, if you will, when you're using that. But the damage has been dropped on your right mouse button. Awakened Dragon Call and Dragon Helix has been added to the game. So instead of the Awakened right mouse button, you're also going to have a Awakened Dragon Helix. So that's a new change to it. However, your soul burn damage is down large amount, 30% to 50% to 20% crit chance increase. So 30% damage reduction there. And then you've got it no longer resetting cooldowns or increasing movement speed on soul burn as well. So that's a huge nerf to the Warlock. Also, the Distortion, the other option, the one that resets cooldowns only works 1 time instead of the 3 times that it was working before. Wingstorm now lowers your cooldown of your Leech, so that's kind of useful for trying to make up with some of the damage loss. And your Soul Shackles cooldown has increased. And those are the major changes to all of the classes. So just real quick going over, Assassin got nerfed, the Blade Dancer Lightning build was buffed, the Blade Master Lightning build is buffed, Destroyer received very little change, Force Master is buffed, Kung Fu Master receives a slight buff, but nothing really noticeable. Same thing with Soul Fighter, just quality of life improvements for the class. Summoner got a bit of a rework, but I'd call it a buff due to the increased healing for the familiar that you get. And your Warlock took the biggest nerf of all of the classes in the game. So anyway, hope you found this useful, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you at the next video. Peace.